Today we're looking at Norse mythology. Before the age of kings and castles, before Christianity spread across the north, the people of Scandinavia told stories of gods, giants, and beasts. These myths were more than entertainment. They were how the Norse explained thunder, the sea, the stars, even the fate of the universe. They spoke of courage, destiny, and the endless struggle between order and chaos. This is the world of Norse mythology. Now I'm going to tell you about Yggdrasil, the 9 realms, creatures of myth, and the power of fate. So let's begin. At the center of Norse belief stood Yggdrasil, the world tree. Its branches stretched across the heavens. Its roots reached into the underworld, binding together 9 realms of existence. There was Asgard, home of the Aesir gods, where Odin the Allfather ruled from his golden hall of Valhalla. Midgard, the realm of humankind, surrounded by seas and protected by the gods. Jotunheim, land of the frost giants, where enemies of the gods dwelled in icy mountains. Alfheim, home of the elves, beings of beauty and magic. Svartalfheim, realm of the dwarves, master smiths who forged weapons of power. Niflheim, a frozen wasteland of ice and mist. Muspelheim, a burning land of fire giants led by the blazing Surtur. Vanaheim, land of the Vanir, gods of fertility and nature. And finally, Helheim, the cold, shadowy underworld ruled by the goddess Hel. Together, these realms formed a universe where every force, light and dark, fire and ice, was held in fragile balance. The Norse filled their universe with creatures both wondrous and terrifying. Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent, so vast it encircled the world and bit its own tail. When it rises from the sea, waves will flood the land and Ragnarok will begin. Fenrir, the monstrous wolf, another child of Loki, grew so mighty that the gods feared him. They tricked him into being bound with a magical chain made from impossible things, the sound of a cat's footstep, the roots of a mountain, the breath of a fish. But prophecy warns that Fenrir will one day break free and devour Odin himself. Then came Hel, ruler of the underworld. Half her face alive, the other half a corpse. She kept the souls of those who died of sickness, old age, or dishonor. Unlike warriors slain in battle who feasted in Valhalla, these souls remained in her cold and silent halls. But not all beings were foes. Hugin and Munin, Odin's 2 ravens, flew across the world each day, bringing him knowledge of every realm. Sleipnir, Odin's 8-legged horseborn of Loki, in one of his many strange forms, could carry its rider between worlds. Dwarves, master smiths, crafted weapons that shaped destiny. Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, capable of leveling mountains, and Odin's spear Gungnir, which never missed its mark. Even elves, some radiant and benevolent, others shadowy and dangerous, were said to influence the lives of men in ways unseen. But even the mightiest gods could not escape destiny. At the base of Yggdrasil sat the Norns, mysterious women who wove the threads of fate. They decided the lifespan of every being, human, giant, even Odin himself. No wisdom, no weapon, not even magic could alter what was woven. For the Vikings, this was the heart of their belief. Courage was not about avoiding death, but about facing it with honor. Life was a brief moment in the face of fate, and what mattered most was how one met their end. All of Norse mythology pointed toward Ragnarok, the twilight of the gods. It was not just a battle, but the end of the world as it was known. When the Midgard serpent releases its tail, the oceans will flood the land. Fenrir will break his chains, devouring Odin. Thor will face Jormungandr in a final duel, slaying the serpent but dying from its venom. Loki will march against the gods, leading an army of giants, the dead, and monstrous beings from the underworld. The fire giant Surtur will set the world ablaze, reducing all to ash. Destruction was not the end. From the ruins, the earth would be reborn, green, and fertile once again. A few surviving gods and humans would begin the cycle anew, in a world cleansed by fire and flood. Norse mythology is not just about gods and monsters. It is about fate, courage, and the endless cycle of creation and destruction. To the Vikings, every storm, every raven, every shadow held meaning. Their stories taught that death is inevitable, but honor is eternal. And though centuries have passed, these tales still inspire us, reminding us that even in the face of doom, there is glory in the fight. So the next time thunder rolls across the sky, imagine Thor's hammer striking and the old stories living on. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and hope you continue watching as we learn about other mythologies from around the world. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss out on future episodes. Until next time.